All right.
Hey, this is Amin,
This is Tracy.
And this is Sean.
and we're going to talk about alcohol today and its happiness and death sentences.
Yeah, because we're going to force Alman to drink a fucking Royal Pride that's specifically at 42%, blended with single malt whiskey. And I believe this is from, like, partly from India, and I believe.
That's where I'm from,
So,
technically.
Yeah! You ready to take this, or, you want to do it now or at the end?
Let's do it towards the end.
Okay,
Like
alright.
maybe mid show.
Mid-show?
Yeah.
Mid-show, okay.
Okay.
Alright, So.
I
I don't know.
We'll put it on the floor.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was your guys' first experience with alcohol, man?
When I was 17, I snuck a beer while we were at after grad, and just had it with my friends. I didn't really like the taste, but it's grown with me over the years. So now I like figured out which beers I like.
What about you?
So the first time I had it was when I just turned 18 and I was at Boston Pizza and I wanted to try alcohol for the first time and I just ordered white wine.
White wine?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because my technical first alcohol story wasn't even by my own fruition. My aunt fucked me up. I was like 4 years old or something like that, and my aunt
yeah, I
decided to be like, "Hey, here's a mixture of beer and like
Coke.
apple juice, Coke, and like it was just horrible." It was like, oh, I was a kid, right? So I smelled all this fruity shit, and I just drank it, and I was like, chugged the whole thing.
Didn't you do that with your cousin?
Yeah, no, it was me.
It was like a whole concoction of like everything mixed together.
Pretty much, it was fucking disgusting.
God.
Like, if you think about it now, but, like, back in the day as a kid, you're like, oh, I smell apple juice and, like, all this, like, fruity stuff. And, like, me specifically, I end up throwing up and then falling off my chair, landing into my own puke as, like, a 4-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
And my cousin puked on me and then fell on me. And I think my sister later on drank it too or something, and then she, like,
Roll.
and this is when she was 3, so she bit me.
Oh my gosh.
I think on my ear and then on my ass cheek.
What the?
Remember, she's 4. I
Okay.
mean, like, she's 3.
Okay.
Right?
Then
Yeah,
you're
so she's
four.
a baby.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was my first experience with alcohol and stuff.
Oh my
But
God.
What?
by technical means. you know what I
Technical
mean?
means.
By my aunt fucking me up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, that was my first area experience. Have you guys then, here's the question, black out from,
Yo, last year.
last year?
Yeah, last year around this time,
Ooh.
a friend of mine's Halloween party. I'm from a pretty conservative family, so like they don't like alcohol or like drinking whatsoever. So I blacked out at this party because it was a bring your own brew kind of party.
Oh, okay.
So I brought a bottle of Ciroc,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, I can't take this home, and no one else is helping me finish it. So I downed the entire bottle towards the end of the party. And I sat on the couch for a while, and then I started nodding off,
Okay.
and then I started throwing up.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
And then apparently my phone was going off because my mom was calling because she was like, "Where is he? Where is he?" And someone decided to answer the phone and say, "Oh, he's asleep on the couch." They're like, "He's asleep?"
Oh,
And that's how my parents found out I drank.
Wow.
well, damn.
But you were aware up to only that point, and then what happened after you?
Afterwards, I basically woke up to my parents yelling at me at home.
Oh.
Oh, how'd you get home?
My dad came and picked me up.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay, then I have a quick question. What is Ciroc? It's a vodka, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just to clarify for people, because maybe some people just don't know.
My favorite vodka, and I will still drink it even though it made me black out. But I hate whiskey at
Oh,
this
yeah.
point.
Yeah, 'cause he drank some crazy amounts of whiskey at a wedding, his older cousin's wedding, right?
Yeah.
And now he's drinking my whiskeys because I can't drink whiskey anymore because I have to take pills that will kill my kidney. So if I drink any alcohol, it'll fuck me up. And I have like a Buffalo Trace, which had like probably a couple of like 10 shots ish into there, and he poured like half of it. And he's already disgusted by it because he's like, this is fucking nasty. So anyway,
Oh, but it's a
So-
it's a bourbon. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bourbon,
Okay,
man.
good.
It's a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Sherlock.
It's good.
Oh.
It's good. Then Tracy, have you ever blacked out from drinking?
Yes. So for an end of the school year celebration, when I was in first year university, actually, one of my friends actually, he was having it over at his house, and there are many of us, and I was actually pretty glad that it was at like his house because we're pretty close. So he let me stay over the night when I blacked out, and then I went home and had a hangover.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I lost an earring
That's-
in the house, and a nice friend found it. So
Oh my god.
Okay, lucky you. I still don't know where my hat and scarf are because I had a hat and scarf. I came as it was a Halloween party, so I came as Sherlock Holmes, and I tried to maintain a British accent the entire night. That didn't it didn't pan out well.
So like probably your alcohol induced, like drinking, you probably eventually just started sounding like the drunkards on like Sherlock Holmes, and everybody's just like,
I was
well,
like, "Aye, governor,
I am the governor,
I am the governor."
and you're like, oh, like that immediately after falling.
Man,
Oh, I would suck though. But like, it's funny because you guys had those experiences with blacking out.
Yeah.
I actually never had it aside from my aunt causing me that. And the thing is, that was when I was 4, so I haven't been blacked out drunk yet. By my own dumbassery.
you do want a bottle of vodka?
I can't. I'll die in probably within the next 2 days. You'll see me in the hospital with like fucking like my whole body will look like Donald Trump or something.
All right. In about 5 months, when you're off your medication, do you want to have a bottle of vodka?
A whole bottle? No, hell
To
no.
yourself.
I'll just drink bottle of freaking Buffalo Trace
yeah.
and get myself hammered to death. Because I mean,
That's-
the heaviest I've ever drank without blacking myself out was straight up 36 shots.
holy.
Just straight up 36 shots of like mixed different alcohols and like basically a couple beers. So
Holy.
yeah, and that led to me basically eating like I think over 2.5 pounds of chicken and 2.5 pounds of like
sounds
salad
good.
rolls.
Oh, that sounds a little bit disgusting.
Well, I mean, because me and my cousin were both like hammered to utter hell. We're like, oh,
What was
man.
the occasion actually?
It was his
That's
birthday.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why.
Oh,
I swear, I love these stories about you and your cousin because I know how drunk you guys get together. It's entertainment for me.
Yeah, but I mean,
hilarious.
it's funny because we're not like slurring words or anything. We're just kind of just sitting there like, yo, man, like I feel hungry, and he was like, I feel hungry too, and then we're just like sitting there, just like eating half of like 5 pounds of chicken split between like. Not split between me and him. Like, it was 5 pounds of chicken split between me and him.
Yeah.
And we're just going at it for, like, I think, like, 3 hours or something. And we're just constantly eating. Like, we're just like, yo, man, this is fun. We didn't even talk to each other for, like, 3 hours straight. We were just drinking
Dang.
and just eating and then just drinking and eating. And we just kept on repeating that until I
Oh.
went, hey, I'm full. Oh, I'm full, too. And then I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
but
going to
you're-
get my dad picked up.
But your perception, like, because as you're doing all these shots, like, it's your perception of how full you were, I guess, was really off. Like,
Oh, hell yeah. No,
yeah.
like.
So you kept thinking you're not full, and then you kept eating and eating.
Yeah, because, like, I noticed that whenever I get really badly hammered, because, like, later that year, when I first, like, got to drink and stuff, my older cousin,
Yep.
was like, you need to try sake bombs. And I was like, oh, what the hell is sake bombs? And she was like, yo, man, all it is just a couple sake, right? Like, a couple, like, the shot glass of sake.
Okay.
And you put it on top of chopsticks and whatever, right? And then you slam the table so all the sakes drop down, into a can of Japanese beer.
Oh.
Into Sapporo's.
Yeah, into Sapporo's.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I had to take
Oh,
2
dang.
of those.
I actually thought it was soda or something. I didn't know it was.
No, it was a
Oh.
whole can of Sapporo's. You have to
Oh,
do it.
alcohol
lovely.
and
I
alcohol.
love that.
It fucked me up because I had 2 of those, right? And I don't know if it's just because I mixed beer and like beer and a hard liquor, right?
Yeah.
And it like screwed with me because later on I literally could barely pick up freaking sushi because we're at a sushi restaurant doing this.
Oh.
And like my homie there during the time, he was working at the actual sushi restaurant, and he was like, you know what, I'll put this like, you know, to like under the tab or whatever for you guys,
Wow.
being chill. And I was like, damn man, like thanks, because he's like, it's your birthday, right? So he gave me like free shots for me personally.
Oh, for your birthday,
Yeah,
not
for
for-
me
Oh,
personally.
nice.
Yeah.
And that's why it was super cool. But I was literally at the end of the day, I knew that I got so screwed up because I literally had to lay my back against the wall behind me. Because I was literally, when I stood up, I was shaking left and right because I was like fucking trying to keep my balance and stuff. So I was like, damn, this is messing me up.
So you would consider yourself drunk at that point?
Like, I was probably on the borderline, because if I was, like, full, like, I wasn't black drunk,
Right.
you know, like,
Yeah,
blacked
yeah.
out drunk. But I was literally at that point where I was like, yeah, anymore, I'm pretty sure I would have blacked. But
That's when
Yeah.
you start asking for water.
Yeah.
yeah, no, because I had, like, rest of the night just ginger ale, and that was it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
right, then, I guess another question for you guys is, have you ever taken care of one of your blacked out and drunk friends, and what were they like? Best stories, come on.
Tracy?
Nope, never had
No?
to.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, okay.
I had while I was in Vegas, I did because I was the youngest one. I don't know why, but I could handle my alcohol a little better than some of my older cousins. The oldest one would, or the second oldest one would deny that I was able to handle myself because he was like he doesn't like the idea of me being able to handle myself. He didn't think he was that bad. He thought I was pretty bad. But alcohol wise, I handled myself well in Vegas, and then my cousins were all starting to like lose balance at some point, or were down. I think the only other one that was okay was my cousin Vinny,
Oh.
and he was handling himself just as well as I was. But I kid you not, it was hilarious because I'll be like, "You okay?" The one who was like starting to the one who said I couldn't handle myself, dude, he was like running around Vegas, tipsy as hell, like looking like he's gonna lean over and fall. And I was like, "You okay? Come on, don't do this, don't do this." And he didn't lean over and fall, but like it looked like he would at some point. We were like trying to find a place that sold sex, because one of the British cousins wanted sex because they didn't get sex in England,
Yeah.
and it's like a guy thing where we, for whatever reason, it's the one underwear we'll talk about is sex. So we were getting that, and the second oldest was like just losing balance and all this fun stuff. So I was like, just don't die. But that's pretty much.
Wait, then,
Oh.
I have a question for you then. Did he do one of those, oh, yo, buddy, I love you, man, like, those moments?
No, but okay, when
That's
we
disappointing.
when I was when we're back here and I started school because I started school the following semester. He drunk Snapchat at me saying I'm drunk. I'm like, yeah, we should hang out more because me and him have a bit of a strained relationship. We should hang out. I'm like, all right, yeah. My son loves you. I'm like, I know he does. I love him too. He's great. Are you okay? Will you be good on your own? He's like, yeah, no, my dad's gonna pick me up. I'm like, oh, you sure you don't want me to come get you? He's like, my dad knows I drink. Yours is the one that doesn't. And this is before they found me blacked out drunk.
Okay.
So yeah, so that was kind of fun. He asked about what car he should get. I told him no car right now. You're drunk. But and then he didn't even listen to me. He got himself a BMW. I told him to get an Audi.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's
So
our
that's
experience.
like the only story you ever had for taking care of
Yeah,
it.
pretty much. It's just how it went.
So wait, then, Tracy, you really have never actually taken care of anybody? Because, like, even for me, the only person I really drank with was my cousin ever. And then the only other person is really Almond right over here, which then we just took beers. So really, at the end of the day, we weren't going to get hammered super hard.
Okay, yeah,
I
because
know your
usually,
balls.
yeah, I never had to, because usually the people I'm drinking are either not drinking because they're the designated driver, or, like, we usually try to order similar amounts so that both of us are,
Not
Like-
super fucked.
yeah, so that both of us are kind of taking care of each other in a way.
Oh, I see,
Yeah, we're
okay.
accountable for each other.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, aside from getting blacked out drunk, what is your actual, like, I guess, limit before you know that you're gonna get fucked? Like,
I
do you
actually
do you guys
don't
have-
know. That's a good question.
Okay.
Less than a bottle of vodka.
Well, that's like 100 shots right there or whatnot. Like, it's a lot of
so
shots.
It was at least it was about I think a 500 milliliter bottle of vodka that I downed.
Oh.
So that's like, I'm guessing around like 50 shots or something.
I went down as a legend though.
But no, because like what was weird, I found out my oldest cousin that like one of my older cousins that's supposed to be super responsible and whatnot, right? Turns out she when she went to like the club and stuff, she's known to just straight up chug bottles.
Oh,
like
Like skip the glasses altogether.
well, like it would be like one of those things where they'll be like starting off slow, and then they'll get to the point where it just becomes like, oh fuck like we need to go or whatever, like
Yeah.
it's late or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like,
It's like
everybody's
screw pouring into the cup. And
yeah, and they'd be like chugging like the whatever bottles they
my
bought.
God.
Like, and I was like, holy
Whoa.
hell! Like
Careful
she
there.
told me that 32 shots is her like light nights, and I'm like, wait. You're smaller than me, and I'm a thick boy, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my god, because like she's literally like, she's what, like I think like 5 foot or whatever, and with like she's like half of my size, and she can literally do that. I'm like, okay, that's
Whoa.
actually terrifying. It's like, you know those girls that like go partying and shit,
Yeah.
and then like. You don't suspect them to drink that much because you were suspecting them to die in like the first like 5 minutes of like a bottle.
oh, yo.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have a story?
I did. I lost it for a second. So when we go out and drink, we don't really have a DD anymore.
Oh.
Because
Oh, no.
because our DD was I drink with my cousins most of the time. So my DD was the designated DePauli, as I like to call her, because that's her name, and
Oh.
she had a car, but I don't think we can use her anymore because she doesn't have a car anymore. So now, like, who are we gonna call? What are we gonna do now for our alcoholic consumption? Who's gonna drive us around? Because I don't like staying in one place every night. I like moving around. I like going bar hopping.
Yeah,
Because I
likewise.
can. Yeah. I can't sit still at one place. So that's another thing is who are you gonna call? DD. I'd say Uber and taxi all the time, but like
Bit pricey, yeah.
yeah, it's a bit pricey. So like public transit only goes so late in our city. We live in Calgary.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to figure that out now. That's another thing.
Oof. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever had any weird designated driver stories then, like where you guys got drunk and you just had to get home, but like, you know, you're basically publicly hammered, but you're like, oh shit, you know, like you're not gonna like, you have nobody there to go and like rescue your ass, pretty much.
Shit, I'm usually like I always have someone I can call, but the problem is we drink together. Like when we go out, we all drink together usually. I have my sister would like usually say, "No, I'm okay. I don't need to drink," or whoever, because officially she doesn't drink or whatever, so she doesn't drink. So I'll go out and drink. She'll usually drive me home. So, but like the problem is she won't drive me home unless she's out with us, and that's like a rare shot that she'll come out with us. Like unless it's like something really important, like we're celebrating something, and then like when she's out with us, because she's had to dealt with blackout me, so she like tries to limit me to for my drinking. Even my graduation, she was like, 1 beer, that's it for you. Oh, so yeah, that's how the story goes.
Don't worry, you'll take a phone call. Almond's gonna take a quick phone call. It'll be okay. So, here we are.
Okay, but meanwhile he's away, we'll prepare him a shot of Buffalo Trace.
A Buffalo Trace? I thought we were gonna go straight to
Oh, actually, never mind. Royal Pride. Sorry.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Okay.
Let's be disgusting about this.
Okay.
Let's get him fucked up.
Oh,
Come on.
all right.
Cause this shit hurts.
Okay, I'm gonna take a smell of it just to.
That's like 2 shots right there.
Thank you.
There's more than that.
Whoa. All right.
Guess what you're doing?
Welcome back, Ahmed.
Yeah. Yo, it's time.
It's that time.
I hate
It's
whiskey.
that
You guys
time.
know that I hate whiskey.
Yeah, good luck with it, man. I actually hope you don't puke.
Oh, not into this.
We put the Timbits right in front of me as well.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, dude, smell that.
Yeah, I smelled it.
No, man, I know
All right.
that's
Okay, thoughts though before
Yeah.
you down it.
I hate whiskey. I hated it since my cousin's wedding, where he made me have like 4 shots in a row of it. Like, I can't drink this shit anymore. I can down vodka, I can down tequila, and that shit's vodka's nearly killed me twice. And tequila, I love tequila, but I don't know what it is with whiskey. I just don't like it. I can also down gin. I down gin
Wow.
I down gin like a boss.
Dang.
Okay.
Like shots of it, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
shots?
wow.
No, actually bottles.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then let's
Wow,
see.
I mean-
Let's see you go. Come on.
All right, bottoms up. That wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
Oh, okay.
Damn. And what makes the Buffalo Trace super rough for you then? Is it just because you're slowly getting more hammered and you're not realizing it? Is that what's the real reason?
That I'm slowly getting hammered.
Because, like, you had it as just, like, a tracer onto, like, 7-Up, and you were like, this is rough. And I'm like, if you think Buffalo Trace is rough, then Royal Pride will fucking kill you.
How
And-
many percent is the Royal
Royal
Pride?
Pride, yeah.
It's 42, but
Oh,
the thing
okay.
is, though, this is rough going down. Like, it's actually rough.
I know.
It's like-
Okay, so what I think it is the taste, because I
Okay.
don't like the taste of that. That's a cheap one. The Buffalo Trace is cheap, and I don't like the taste of
It
it.
could be just because it's a bourbon, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, what's
so
that
I-
one, though?
because this one is, like, it's straight up a single malt of Scotch.
single-
I like that. I
It's-
like the
it's
taste
like
of that.
the
Yeah,
actual-
Okay.
You had
Because this is the high quality stuff. I just like Buffalo Trace in general because it's the stuff that's like, oh yeah, you can take it and like, you know, you don't need to worry too much about it.
okay.
It's like fun.
So it's malt over
Yeah, okay, I guess malt over
bourbon.
bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't like bourbon.
No, right.
That could explain it because then I was thinking like,
Because
okay,
it was a rough. That's just weird to taste. That's a weird taste. I like single malt.
Okay. So,
So-
but what was the whiskey you had at that wedding?
Black Label.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is Black Label, actually?
yeah, that's actually because shouldn't
Oh,
it just be
sounds
a
like-
straight Scotch? Because you were saying like it was high quality, good, really good stuff. But by the
Yeah.
way, like whiskey has the general what is like a general term. Scotch is basically when you have basically what is it called? Scotch is basically whiskey, but from Scotland, right? It's made specifically from Scotland. So it's like no matter what anybody says, unless you took it from Scotland,
Yeah.
right? Like a bottle of it, and then brought it somewhere else,
Yeah.
then yeah, that's the only reason why you could ever say it's a Scotch.
Oh, Black
So-
Label is a Scotch.
Well,
That
okay.
would explain why.
Yeah.
So, because the thing is though too is like I remember whiskeys they come in different types of actual things because like what bourbon actually means I believe is just a corn. It has corn in it. Like they, instead of using the I think wheat or whatnot. And the other thing too is that most of the time is if it's a darker or a lighter, it usually means that or like a peated, which means that basically they took this stuff. It's almost like a I don't know how to explain it, but they basically smoke the whiskey itself.
Yeah, some
But-
are definitely more like smoky.
Yeah, and like some of the other stuff is like you could taste stuff that just straight up tastes like a campfire and
okay.
cigars.
Right.
Yeah.
Those
I like
things
cigars.
yeah, but like oh man, like I hear some people find that super rough. You know what I mean? Because it's like some people say that it's like being whipped by a bottle. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have a little hypnotic.
All right.
Like hypnotic.
Yeah, just-
okay. Or
I'm just gonna I'm gonna put it with my 7 Up.
Hey.
okay.
Cause like straight up, I need something a little fruity.
I love
Okay.
how our first ever podcast with all three of us together is gonna be about alcohol.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's gonna be revisit. We're probably gonna revisit this like once I'm able to drink and stuff. I'm pretty sure that this is
That's
gonna
good.
happen.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, hypnotic is like a fruity, just like a fun drink.
I'm
It's-
pretty sure.
That's
yeah.
all it is.
I'm pretty sure everyone actually knows what hypnotic is. I never got a chance to have it because like I go out with my cousins and it's usually like
Hard liquor, right?
yeah, hard liquor and occasionally like yeah, just random stuff, whatever we can find. And my cousins, they're older, so they're making proper cash and stuff. So they take us to higher end places with higher end drinks. So I can't like be like, hey, can I have rum and coke? No, I have to have what my cousin's having, which is like an old fashioned of some kind or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how far have you delved down the actual whiskey route though? Because like the thing is too is that some people were saying like there are some whiskeys that straight up taste like cream. Like I know that there was
Cream?
like Well, like what is it
Cream.
called? Like more, what is it called? Like a more caramelized, like whiskey
Sweeter
taste.
kind of,
yeah, more sweeter
tones,
and
yeah.
whatnot. Yeah, because like
What?
Buffalo Trace for me is the sweeter, kind of more slightly spiced.
It's not
right?
really sweet to you.
No, yeah, because the thing is though, you like. You mixed it with 7-Up, right? And you were like going like, downing it quite heavily. But if you actually ever took sips and slowly tasted the whiskeys, you can actually taste different flavors. Like, there are ones that have been like kept in an oak or whatever type of barrel, and you could actually taste those like actual different notes and stuff. And it brings out crazy flavors. Like there was even people who believe that like there would be I believe there was like a barrel that someone was saying that tasted like apple.
Oh.
Like fucking
apple.
yeah, like apple, straight up like a bit of apple and like hints of like the oak and like a bit of
Oh, nice.
there was a lot of times where I hear a bit of apricot.
Oh.
So
Lord.
yeah, no, 'cause that's the thing though. Whiskey is like a lovely thing to know because it's always been that kind of like it's just the general term for a lot more. You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit. It's kind of like Asians, you know what I mean? You have plenty of different types of Asians, man.
On the technicality, I am Asian.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is too is that I'm pretty sure when most people see Asians,
Yeah.
they think of the ones that are stereotypical.
Oh,
as
You
in,
yeah.
guys. You guys,
Yeah.
basically.
as in like the Ma's, the the Kims and the freaking like the yellow guys, yellow girls / the yellow people,
Yeah.
not the yeah.
This is not a conversation I should be weighing in on.
That's okay. No, because it's weird because I remember there's people who are like, oh, just because you follow the geography of actual like where Asia is,
Yeah.
people will usually go like, well, then wouldn't Russia be majority Asian? Because like, like
Yeah, it's a weird continental thing.
yeah, because like if you look at it, like like probably not like what I don't even know, like 20% ish of Russia is in Europe. And then the rest is like literally all in Asia.
Yeah, pretty much Serbia.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Russia makes a hella good vodka.
Ooh.
Oh man. What's your favorite vodka then?
It still has to be actually there's several different flavors of Smirnoff I like. I like
Yeah.
the candy apple Smirnoff very much. But if I'm just having vodka straight, I will stick to my Ciroc because that is
Ciroc, okay.
yeah,
Gotta
because
try it.
it's like triple distilled or something. So it goes down really, really smooth.
Okay. Then what about you, Tracy? If you were to kind of mention a vodka,
I've only ever tried the Smirnoff ones.
Smirnoff.
Yeah. Or and also the Absolute.
Oh, the Absolute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Grey
But-
Goose as my first.
Grey
one.
Goose.
Oh,
okay.
Grey Goose
Oh,
is
yeah.
lovely.
I
Okay.
actually do
Never
not
tried
like
Grey
vodka.
Goose.
I do not actually. I'm gonna say it honestly. I do not like vodka, but it's freaking weird because I love. I think it's just because the like. I think I just like the flavors of whiskey. I'm
Right,
sorry
yeah.
to say, I just like the flavors of
Where
whiskey.
vodka can't like provide the same or
Yeah, because I mean, I think it's just because it is just potato starch at
Mm.
the end of the day, and that's what like, it's just harder. It's just harder, just kind of like straight taste.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like I like having the taste of like whiskeys and the complexities just in general. Just cause it's more fun for me. And that's why. Because I don't like actually. Here's a better question and a better understanding of this. Why do you drink? Because for me, it was just for the taste.
oh okay.
I have demons inside.
So you want to drown the demons. Okay.
Yeah,
What about
exactly.
you then, Tracy?
I would say mostly for the buzz, but because my tolerance is kind of high, so it gets harder to reach that
Oh, you need
same
other
level.
flavor.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah, because, like, for me, if I was going to mention, like, say, what is, like, favorite drinks, right? Like, straight, like, if it came down to just straight, hard liquors and stuff, right? Mine is, like, traditional whiskeys, which is, like, scotches and stuff, right? Like, that stuff hits you hard, but it leaves you with these nice flavors,
Right.
right? For me, like, I haven't tried gin, and I haven't tried, like, a lot of those other things, and it's just...
Yeah, you can't have gin.
Why? Is it just one
Because
hard
did you
flavor?
not just see you with the pizza? This guy ran around his house. Spicy is not good for him, and gin has a spice hit.
Oh, it does?
It's a spicy taste, yeah. Yeah. It's got like a spicy taste to it, but like it doesn't last long.
Oh, okay, I see, okay. Well, because for me though, my second favorite thing, like right above, like right next to the line,
Yeah.
is tequila. Tequila with lime and salt. That stuff,
Oh.
it's so hard to beat. But
Harsh.
no, because the thing is, for some reason, the salt and the lime for me,
Yeah.
it just takes all of the actual alcohol taste away, and you just taste like what the tequila was like,
Okay.
was originally. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I was
I,
like, damn.
So is there a certain flavor to it then, or?
I don't know. It's just like it was just so weird when I first tried it too, because like the salt and everything, it was just like I almost was like eating something. It was freaking weird because I was like, damn, like these are interesting flavors. I was like, I like this, and it went so smoothly after like, because my cousin taught me, it was like, hey, try it just plain. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
nothing, no
Yeah.
salt, no
Love that
no
stuff.
lime.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Just
oh,
a
this
straight
is.
shot.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
this is
okay.
really rough. And then she
Ugh.
taught me how to do that, and I was
Yeah.
like, holy crap, my mind was blown, and like it just was smooth as like
Wow.
water. Like I probably could just drink it like
Oh.
water, like. So, and now
Man.
onto y'all, man. What is your favorite alcohols and why?
Well, you mentioned vodka.
Yeah, I do like vodka,
Yeah.
but if it's like favorite alcohols, I would have to say it's beers.
Beer. Okay.
I really like my beer. My favorite that we have in the house right now is Peroni's. It's an Italian beer. I really like it. With that being said, though, I like going to local craft markets and having like samples of beers from there. Like if you go to National on 10th, they have like tons of craft beers and stuff like that. Other than that, I like Heineken's because I'm bougie like that. It's not really bougie, but it's pretty good. And my number one favorite beer would have to be Sapporo. It just tastes so good to me. It's like it's my favorite. Yeah. Beer is my favorite alcohol because I'm that guy. I'm like kind of sporty, kind of tough like that. I want my beer. Oh my god, I just sound like that guy. I just sound like
Which
that
guy?
judge. The judge.
Oh,
The one who shouldn't be a judge.
well, there's plenty of judges like that. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, sure, you don't know who I was talking about.
Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of judges out there. Like I probably can name a few, but
America.
let's not get into that. You know, it didn't meant to be political.
I like my beers.
Oh god. Either way. So then, Tracy, for alcohol, what is your go-to then? You know what I mean? Like if you were gonna get it, and you're like, yeah, this is my favorite. You know what I mean? Your favorite thing.
I would say cocktail, so anything with like hard liquor.
Ooh,
But I don't really have a favorite.
they
per
make
se.
007 martinis.
Ooh.
So-
Remind me what 007 is again.
James Bond.
Oh,
It's a signature drink, the martini.
okay. But that's
shaken,
just
not shaken, not stirred. We can. There's actually a certain martini, if you search it up, called the 007 martini,
Oh, okay.
and it's as close to accuracy as the original martini that 007 drank in the movies and the books. If you actually ever read the books, I highly doubt anyone read the books at this point, except for a few.
right.
Okay.
But it's one of those things that take you back in time, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Like
that's
in
so
the
cool.
1950s when you're driving around that old school Aston Martin while drinking, even though you shouldn't do that. Don't do that.
Do not drink and drive, guys.
Especially with Aston Martins.
Okay. But then why are cocktails your favorite then?
I think fruity and sweet because
Fruity and sweet.
yeah, generally I have a sweet tooth, right? So I always think of cocktails as kind of a dessert to a meal. So
Yeah, like because whenever you go eat out, you're always at the end, or like midway, you're like, you know what, I could go for a cocktail.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it's kind of the all-in-one bundle. You get that little fun buzz and
Yeah.
stuff, right? And then you get the taste.
Yeah.
That's why. But as you said, it's probably difficult for you to get a buzz just from just a single one. So
yeah,
probably
because of
not-
all the sugar and all that.
yeah.
You know what's good for that is fish bowls.
Oh,
Like that is a lot of alcohol in one drink.
whoa,
You're pretty much good to go for the night.
All right. Okay. So then
it's good to know.
here's now more
Or
Pacific.
bulldogs,
type of-
bulldogs.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Bulldogs.
bulldogs.
I haven't
are
actually
good.
had those.
yeah, the beer bottle like
Yeah,
upside
yeah,
down.
I,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love those.
Okay. Okay, then. So you already answered this pretty much because you like beer, right? So, for me, my favorite beer is a
Lager.
lager.
Lager,
Sorry.
okay.
I'm being stupid.
We have it downstairs. You want me to grab it so you can read the name?
No, it's fine. But it's pretty much like like a lager with like honey in it.
Oh.
Because like I like, as I said, I like things with flavor, and I believe it was from what company? I can't.
Yeah, that's why I
remember.
said, do you want me to go downstairs and
No,
grab
it
it?
should be fine. I believe it's like a.
It's a Canadian company.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's Molson.
It's a Molson.
Oh,
I
Molson's
think-
okay. Yeah.
I
Did
think
Molson
so.
make? I want to go.
I
check.
could have sworn. I mean, you could run and go check it.
I'm gonna run and go check.
Because
I'll
you
be
already
right back.
answered this question.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but-
answered, so I'll-
But
Yeah.
but meanwhile, enlighten me what lager actually means, because I'm so amateur when it comes to beer.
I'm not totally sure what it actually means because the thing is, I didn't do that much research into beer. I personally went ham with fucking just
Whiskey.
Whiskey,
Yeah.
right? Like, I specifically like whiskey so much, I was like, you know, let's go ham with this,
Right,
right? And,
yeah.
and get used to it.
Yeah, and like with me and my cocktail, so I never really like research beer because it makes me so bloated when I drink it because of how foamy
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah, so I don't
I
like
mean,
it.
that's why it makes such a good bread. Right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
If you ever had beer bread, you will
Yeah.
instantly understand what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
I don't even know how to make beer bread because I know it's just beer, but I don't know if you have to like knead it a lot
Mm-hmm.
or whatnot. I'm not totally sure, but the reasoning why, because Almond over here likes beer.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You have a beer to just relax and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? And it like helps you wind down.
Okay, yeah.
What was the actual company then? If you want
You were way off. It was a Sleeman.
a Sleeman?
Yes.
It was a Sleeman? Oh,
It
I
is
thought
a Sleeman
Canadian
downstairs.
Molson. Okay, so it's a Sleeman honey lager.
Okay.
Okay.
So Ahmed, can you actually enlighten me what lager actually means?
I'm guessing we all don't remember. And, phone.
A lager is a type of beer conditioned at a low temperature. The term lager also is used
Okay.
as a verb to describe cold conditioning
All right.
process marking
so
the
it's
style. So it's brewed in
oh, it's a condition then. Or
yeah, it's a colder brewed beer.
Oh, okay.
So like I guess like after they're done mixing it and stuff, it's brewed in a colder factory. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
So it's referring to the conditions then.
I mean,
suppose.
I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be one beer expert or something that will watch us and just be like,
Listen
"You guys
to
are morons," and like he probably just gonna correct us, being like, "Oh no, it was cooked at a lower temperature." So I don't know. It's fine, man. We're not pros, but you know, at the end of the day, either way. But the reasoning why I actually like this one because it straight up tastes like bread.
Oh,
Like
okay. Okay.
it sounds weird, but if you ever had fresh bread, this is the taste of this beer. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, like it's like it smells like it too or something.
You know, it just smells like a standard beer. Like it
Oh,
smells
okay.
like beer plus like yeast and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Like you smell
Ugh.
more of the yeast and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And like I don't mind that because it just literally reminds me of fresh bread. Like you
Okay.
drink it, and
But
you're
it's
like,
so weird because it's like that's associated with the bread, but it's like you're drinking this, not eating it. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I know,
can't
like,
get over that.
my mind was screwed with when
Yeah.
I first drank it because I was like, oh man. But it was actually nice after like I had like a couple sips
Mm-hmm.
and like once you like actually like nurse it a little like by just like holding it in your mouth and you're just like, oh yeah, this is pretty nice, and slowly sip it down. It's pretty solid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, what about you then, Tracy? If you had to drink a beer, say, like your friend goes, "Hey, I have beers. You,
Right.
Pretty much when you go out with me one night, you're gonna have
Okay.
me say, "Have a beer."
Okay. So the two that I like are Red Horse, which is like a Filipino / Spanish
All right.
one, and also Alexander Keats.
I can understand. I know Alexander Keats.
Yeah. It has a sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crisp. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, then what about those Filipino beer? Like,
Yeah, because
why-
that has
what
me.
makes
That
them-
caught my mind.
Okay.
Right there.
I don't know. It has a little bit of sweetness to it, almost like apple juice.
Oh, it
Yeah.
has
So
kind
it
of like
goes
a-
down smooth. Like
So it goes down smooth
Yeah.
and it has a more like kind of a crisp apple.
yeah, like a very fresh fruit kind of flavor.
Fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
All right. Damn. Okay, that's interesting. I guess the next one is I already pretty much answered. I love whiskey. So what is your hard liquor of choice? Your favorite one, and we're gonna start off with just plain, as in it's just like iced, and that's it.
What do you mean? Like you can drink it like that? Or?
Like
It's
as
just
in it's
straight.
It's
Oh,
just
okay.
straight, but nothing else but ice, pretty much.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you have it iced
Yeah.
at the right temperature as much as you enjoy it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Damn, I like a lot of different drinks. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
give.
Me too.
I'm gonna have to give it to gin. Gin has like this reminder to me like of when I was 21 and actually like just starting to, like I sound like an American because Americans start drinking at 21, but I got a little more freedom at 21 from my parents, so I started drinking a little more. So I started to prefer gin, and yeah, so gin's like one of my go-tos, like gin and juice. Blame Snoop Dogg for that.
Okay. All right. What about you then, Tracy?
Oh, I can't pick just one, but I would go with whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. So.
Yeah,
Where you
overpowers the hard liquor, I think, a little bit, just because of
Like its taste
the
and so
taste.
on,
Yeah,
right?
like
Yeah,
if
its
you're
taste.
to sample a flight of whiskey, yeah, it's a good
Okay.
time.
Yeah,
so.
that would explain it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then on to one of the more like like the impures, as in like. What do you like then as specifically? Mixed drinks. As in it's like either you have alcohol that's mixed with another alcohols or, mixed with also juices and crap like that. What is your guys' favorite? And I guess I wouldn't mind just starting, because for me, I think, I can't remember what it's exactly called, but it's pretty much like, I think it's called like a sugar bomb or something, where it's like a margarita.
Yeah.
But it's like mixed with like whiskey and I believe a little bit of rum because it gives the spice, right, from both of the like the rum and also the whiskey or something.
Yeah.
I don't totally remember, but it's also added with like stuff like hypnotic or like this more sweeter stuff, and it gives this nice kick. And occasionally I hear they do put a beer in it. So.
Oh wow.
have you had a porn star? That stuff's good too.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that one's
Yeah.
good too. So
The color is beautiful too. It's like
Yeah,
blue.
Yeah.
Nice blue color.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Yeah.
So my go-to everywhere I went was a rum and coke.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, I remember in England.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. I remember in England. No one knew I drank up until a year ago. So this is before I was public with my drinking. So I ran upstairs to a bar to buy my to buy my alcohol.
Upstairs, okay.
Upstairs, yeah. So like the first time I went, the assistant bar, like the manager of the bar, was like, "Hold up, he's a visitor. Make his a triple rum and coke, mate. Enjoy." And then like I was like, "Thank you," and then I downed it really fast. They didn't expect that. They're like, "Canadians, huh?" Well, actually, they thought I was American first, and then I was like, "Canadian."
Oh, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll make a quad,"
Yeah, they want to. They
sorry,
want
a double.
Yeah, so like, no, everyone, when you're in England and you tell them you're Canadian, everyone loves you. Just remind them you're Canadian and not American.
Yeah.
They really love you. They're like, the DJ called me Captain Canada the entire night. It was amazing. It was so much fun. So yeah, I would run upstairs, have a triple rum and coke, run back down, and then like every now and then the adult my cousin's friends were like, "Where were you going this entire time?" I was like, "Our parents don't know I drink, so I just run upstairs for a drink." It's like a whole Indian culture thing where we can't have our parents know we drink, but like now that my parents know I drink, I make jokes about it all the time. Like they're like, "Where were you?" I was like, "Out." I was out with my friends. They're like, "What are you drinking? Sharab pure?" And I'm like, "I drank all the alcohol in the world tonight, Mom. And I'm going to drink it all again tomorrow. And then I'm going to take a pretty good whack at Russia." And now she's like, "Majokarde?" Which means, "Are you making a joke with me?" I'm like, "Of course I'm making a joke with you. Do you think I can actually drink all the alcohol in the world? Twice? Maybe once, but yeah.
I hope not all at once.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wow.
You're gonna have like a horrible liver after that, if anything.
Explode or something.
That liver is just gonna be like dead.
The hardest working liver in the universe.
Man. Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, then here's the then on to you then, Tracy. What is your favorite mix?
Tequila sunrise.
Tequila
Yeah,
sunrise?
tropical.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I know what you're talking about. It's like that sweet,
Yeah, like you're in Hawaii, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like those. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Okay, then on to the kind of more like actual questions type of stuff. Okay, do you think it is kind of unmanly for a guy to not, or like, is it wrong to not like beer? Then here's the question.
No.
Oh.
No?
Well,
Okay.
dude, okay, so one thing I'm going to tell everyone. We're millennials. old people listening, we are millennials.
That's quite true, yeah.
Yeah, so like to me, it's like, hey, if you don't like beer, it's all good. Drink whatever the hell you want to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like beer, personally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
it's a
like,
preference.
whatever gives you a buzz, whatever makes you happy, drink it. If,
Yeah.
who
Hands down.
knows? Yeah, we'll all meet up at AA later.
Yeah, because like, the reasoning why I asked this, does it seem strange then if, say, you're, like, one of your homies, you're like, oh, I want to grab a beer, right? And then they're like, oh, I don't like beer. But
Okay.
then they decide to whip out, like, a bottle of, like, hard liquor. And like, because you know what I mean? Because some people can just casually sip on, like, whiskey or, like, sip on, like, vodka or sip on just like a hard liquor, right? And do you guys would then feel weird about it? Because it's kind of like, do you feel, first of all, like, one question that I have to throw up, because, men are people who are like, oh, do you feel challenged then, right? Because, like, in my opinion, I don't really care, we're chill people, right? But do you ever feel like it's kind of like almost like a nod to being like, hey, test me, you know what I mean? Like, try me, bitch.
Try me.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Alright.
To me, it's like, drink what you want to drink. I'll
Yeah.
take a swig of what you got if you offer. Because I like trying different things. I like knowing what things taste like and how it works and if it's going to fix the demons. Fix the demons.
Okay. Then what's your take then, Tracy?
Yeah, people are okay to have different preferences, and like whenever I go to bars with my friends, they can order whatever they want. I'm not gonna judge them for that. So
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, sweet. Because like then like this is going kind of into the kind of like, maybe this might be controversial, maybe this might be a little
okay.
type of thing. Is, do you then think that men who what is it called, do not drink, what is it called, or let me rephrase that. Do you find it then weird for somebody to go ahead and not drink on an occasion with people who already are drinking?
Oh, like you're gonna be the outlier and just be like,
Yeah,
Oh,
like, because like say it's like an actual social event, specifically,
okay.
like there's like, say, I think there was like a book reading that you went to, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was wine specifically, but let's try to amp it up and say, what if it was like an actual social gathering where it's, with like hard liquors, even wines and stuff like that, and it was including the cheeses and everything.
Oh, right. You're talking about
Yeah.
my friend's book launch a
Yeah,
year
yeah.
ago.
But what if you feel about that, including, but like, so there's people who are there as non-drinkers. Like, do you find like the situations where there are non-drinkers without them being designated driver too, like, kind of weird?
No, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because, like, I don't know who you are. You have your problems. I have my problems. You don't need to drink. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It would be nice. Like, you know what? If we're having a toast to, let's say we're having a toast to my friend who launched her book that night, just have a glass of Coke or water or whatever the hell you're drinking.
yeah.
Just have a glass of that and raise it with me to honor that person. I don't care if you're having alcohol.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're here, you're having a good time.
yeah,
We good.
Okay.
agree.
Alright, you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Then here's the one.
Or it could be like actually you, how you're taking medication. Like we don't know, like why.
Yeah, 'cause,
Maybe
like-
you can show up to an event and like people wouldn't know that you're on a certain medication and you can't drink. So
Yeah, because me and Tracy are here. We're having a couple of drinks right now. Sean can't actually drink right now due to his condition.
Yeah, I have IBS, which is basically irritable bowel syndrome. Just to explain to everybody, the pills weaken my liver pretty much. Like they just like the meds have to filter through my liver, right? So I can't drink. Just a full disclaimer, I understand it, right?
So we're giving him water.
Yeah, water and hopefully not spicy food. That's all I ask. 'Cause, this one Asian will die if I eat any more spicy stuff. So, okay. Does anybody have any questions that you want to throw around and make it interesting a little though?
Oh, okay. I got a good one because I had a pretty good experience during Stampede.
no.
Bar fights.
Bar fights.
Oh.
Sean, did you have one?
No, I almost exclusively just drink at home. Like, as in
Okay.
just, it sounds awful because this makes me sound like an alcoholic or something, but in actuality, I probably just drink like once every like 3 months, and I just go, you know what, I want a whiskey or something, or like, you know, like, or like it's like, you know, those Chinese like lunar festivals.
Oh,
or whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, like I feel for
It's
like a
a little
little, you know, like a little extra kick today, and I'm
Yeah.
like, let's have like a glass, you know, with like ice and whatnot, and I'm like feeling fancy. That's really like, you know, but because I mean I never really went to a bar to go like, hey, let's go specifically drink at the bar, because first of all it's way too expensive.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
Everybody can agree.
Yeah, like
a new
so much
bar-
cash.
There's a new bar nearby. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I know, but
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, it is expensive, especially in this city.
yeah.
We don't know
Our-
why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tracy,
Sorry, what was the question?
have you been bar fights?
Oh no.
Have you witnessed one or been in one at all?
At university?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
shit.
it's like girl cat fights and all that or
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Elaborate.
Oh,
this might be
fuck,
interesting.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. I was just kind of walking by, but I guess like they got kind of violent. So yeah, I guess
shit.
they're the aggressive drunks. That's
Okay.
too bad.
Because the moment you asked like if Tracy was ever in a bar
I was like,
fight,
what?
I was,
What's
yeah,
the
I was
question?
like thinking, no, this girl's too nice to be in a bar. fight.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I immediately thought of like Street Fighter and just hearing the music. And it's like, yeah, and I just immediately just thought like Tracy just getting super jacked and just uppercutting a girl and just like hitting her through a ceiling or something. You know, actually amazing would that be of a sight to see you just uppercut a person through like a ceiling or something like that. You know that like whatever
Like a
those
video
like
game.
yeah, like a video game. You just
Oh,
go
man.
oh, and you see them hit this. That would be amazing.
It would be.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. But honestly, out of all people, though, I'm pretty sure, like, if you didn't, you probably at least witnessed somebody.
Okay, so I nearly had one
Oh, okay.
during Stampede, the
Wow.
Calgary Stampede.
Like you were directly involved.
I was yeah.
Or-
Okay, so what happened was this guy, he had anger issues. Like he explained to me afterwards. So what he did was he smashed his fist down into the table and knocked my cousin's drink off.
Oh, okay.
And my cousin, she is vocal. She's like, "Hey, you knocked my drink down, not cool." And the guy just like got angry and stuff. So I like just put myself between me and my cousin. I was like, "This is my younger cousin. I'm not gonna let her get hurt." Also, she's one of my cousins. I don't let any of them get hurt.
Yeah.
So basically, I was like, sit down. We're all here to have some fun. Apologize for the drink or whatever. And he's like, excuse me.
Oh.
And then, like, my
Like slurred speech and everything.
slur of speech,
Oh,
anger, all the entire thing. And I was with all my cousins and all my cousins' friends, too. So, like, we were all just, like, in this level. Like, we were having a good time. We were all here for a good vibe.
Yeah.
And this guy was, like, going off on us. And his friends were like, don't do it. Don't do it. And I kid you not, I watched my cousin's new wifey step in front of me, and I'm like, no, don't do this. She's this tiny little girl, and she's like, I'm ready to scrape.
Oh.
But like, you know, the thing is, she's also a social worker, so she was able to talk him down. And it turns out, yeah, he has anger issues. He's going to see
Oh wow.
someone about it. But I kid you not, I was yay close to a bar fight.
Wait,
Wow.
are you saying are you saying right now that your what is it called? Your new cousin-in-law, I think.
Sure,
that
I don't know the term.
yeah, I'm
I just
not
call her my
totally sure.
sister-in-law because that's how close my family is. Like, to me, she's like my new sister-in-law.
Yo, but wait. Did she just basically pull like?
She was gonna go and fight the guy.
No. She did one of those. Oh God, like uncle. What's the uncle from Avatar? The one to the,
Iroh.
Iroh?
Oh.
Uncle Iroh, right? Like the one
my
that sips
God, did
tea.
she- Yeah,
The moment when the
that's
guy
Uncle
tried
Iroh.
mugging him, and he was like, "Yo, man, no, you're gonna mug me with that stance." Like, so she did one of those.
Yeah, she did that basically.
She was like, "Oh hell no, you're not gonna fight me with that, you drunk ass."
Kinda,
You're just
something like that.
angry, man.
Wow.
You're just angry. It's like sit the fuck down and like let's talk about this. So she
Basically.
did one of those.
Basically, at the end of the night, the guy was shaking my hand and like, it's all good, and it's all good, and we're like, all right, we're all good. That was the most Canadian fight in the freaking world.
Yeah, it's like what is a Canadian stand down? It's
Right.
just I'll pay for it. They're like no,
I'll pay for it.
I'll pay for it. Like, no, I got my credit card out. No, I got my debit card.
That's a
out.
Punjabi Uncle G fight as well.
Oh.
Well,
like-
yeah, every Asian
Asian,
Asian
yeah.
dads
Yeah.
too. No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically all of them.
Yeah, because they're like sitting there like, oh no, you pay right now, I'll kill you next
I
week.
know.
Right? Like, oh god.
It just almost becomes redundant. Like, yeah.
Yeah, very
Basically.
redundant.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, okay, you know what? You cover me next time instead, right? Like, all the younger people are like, just like, don't worry too much about it. Or it's like the moments when it's like, two people nearly run into each other and they apologize. It's like there's no like it almost is like nobody's in the wrong ever. It's just like, oh sorry, like sorry for wasting your time. It's like, god damn. Oh.
All right. Another.
Then,
What's another good question about this topic?
do you have a question then, Tracy?
Oh, what about least favorite alcohols?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Why not?
okay.
Yeah,
So
we
that's
talked
a-
about our favorites, but not. Our,
Yeah, like what would have you on death's, like just hate so much?
Ooh.
Oof. Okay, who wants to start then?
Tracy, what nearly killed you?
I don't know. I don't think I've tried enough different kinds. Like usually I'm pretty adventurous, so I don't really have one that killed me or anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I was guessing that you just basically just.
I just don't like beer.
Tried so much stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I just don't like beer. And then I think next would be wine, I guess. I'm not too big of a fan of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is a good point because I don't personally. It's super weird because a lot of people, the majority of people like wine and beer,
Yeah.
right? Like isn't just the general two.
Yeah.
But those are my actually honestly least favorite.
Okay, yeah.
And I think beer is the most like because I think majority of beer doesn't taste that great for me, right? Personally, that's just me personally.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
right?
no, I know. I drink
sure.
wine with you all the time.
Yeah, because like wine though, I haven't explored enough of it, but like for me, wine always just like I hear a lot of people go like they praise wine super
Yeah.
hardcore, and then I get utterly surprised in the opposite way of being good. Like they go like, oh, this wine is so sweet or whatever, and then
To
I
me,
try
it always
and
just
I'm
tastes sour or.
like, or bitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
And-
think it might. One of the things is wine. It's such an ancient alcohol. Like if
Yeah.
you go back in time, alcohol for alcohol, like in Greece, everyone had wine. In Italy, wine during the Renaissance, wine was the thing. This is how we purified our water back in the day. It's like through alcohol. So we didn't actually drink water. We had alcohol. So pretty much everyone had a buzz 24/7.
yeah,
That's
but-
the life.
That's the thing, though. I never understood why people hyped it so hard. You know what I mean? Because like, have you ever heard of like a person who hypes wine specifically though?
I never actually heard of that, but I know people who really like a type of wine or like a
Oh, yeah.
wine from a region.
Yeah.
But like 90% of the time, people are like tasting wine and like, oh, it's Italian, and then like you take the label off. No, it's from Texas.
Yeah, like,
Like they'll pretend that they know
Yeah.
know something, but like
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna piss off a bunch of people that like love pretending. But like it's like, do you actually know what you're drinking?
Right.
Do you actually know what wine's supposed to taste like? Like I don't know what wine's supposed to taste like. I'm not pulsing here, but it's like, I like certain wines. I know one of my favorite ones was from BC. Like a couple of years ago, I drank some wine with my cousins, and I haven't been able to find something else. Well, mostly because I don't go for wine when I go to a restaurant, so I usually go for beer because that's me. But like, if I could have that wine again, it was a BC wine. It was really good.
okay. The only thing that I have problems with, like, I guess for wine, I think it's just because I haven't explored it enough too.
Yeah, same.
But the reasoning why I state that is because my cousin that I talked to, and I even said to him, like, most wines, like, don't excite me, or, like, they're not, like, the taste is, for some reason, weird. Like, I taste a lot more of this, like, as what you were saying, the sour,
Yeah.
not really that sweet stuff.
Yeah,
But what
depending on
was-
the type, of course, but.
Yeah, because my cousin is getting married to a Christian girl, so I had to go to church to, like, learn and stuff, right? And it was, a big ordeal for him. But what was funny and what was interesting is that he tried Christian, I believe it's Christian, or if, I'm sorry, I think it might be Catholic, but I could be wrong. I'm not totally sure. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't spoke to the guy in like 3 months. It's been a while. But what happened was that he, due to them having to do the ceremonies with the wine and everything,
Yeah.
he told me that this wine from literally the churches are so bloody sweet. It's literally like you know, like the type of stuff that's like you get it from the juice box. And I was like,
Wow.
what? And he said no, like straight up, it tastes like, like like grape drank.
Okay,
Like, I was like, what?
can I just quickly make it? Jesus had the diabetes. It's supposed to be the because it's supposed to be the blood of Christ.
Oh, okay, that explains. I don't understand Christian
Yeah,
ways,
so
right?
that's what the
Oh,
wine is. The wine is the blood of Christ, and the bread is something else.
Isn't it like the actual like a symbolism of sacrifice or something? Because didn't he like? Or no, wasn't there a thing in there where he said that he fed like 1,000 people or something with like 3 pieces of bread and like a fish, something of that sort? Like I remember something of that where he fed like 1,000 people or something with it.
I'm not okay. So like I am not very good with religion, as we all actually know. But you guys don't know, but sure.
Okay.
I don't want us because we're getting on the topic of religion. That's one of those things that we should avoid right now until we do some kind of research.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll stick away because I don't want to offend anybody. It's just the thing is though, that's what I was told for what is one of the best wines. Like hands down, I was told that this stuff literally tastes like grape drink. I'm not even
Grape
kidding.
drink.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding because what he described it. But,
Baby.
oh no, but yeah, like that's the only thing I would ever be potentially interested into. You keep going, so it's okay.
Okay.
Then would you like? Okay, then here's a question then.
Oh.
If my cousin did bring that, right?
Yeah.
Would you then, Tracy, because Almond I believe went for a piss break, would you try it with me then? Well, once I get better and once I am
Okay.
off this meds,
Yeah.
would you try it? Because I
Why
mean,
not? Yeah.
It like the thing is too is that supposedly this is like a really good fine wine and it's like
Okay.
meant for these ceremonies and
Right.
stuff, right? But I'm like,
Wow.
I hope that first of all,
Like
not-
it's really hard to obtain or something.
yeah, because like
Oh.
I was
Okay.
told that this is like an import from Europe,
Dang.
straight
Okay.
import from Europe, and the only
Alright.
reason why it's given cheap is because like he was part of a church and whatnot,
Oh,
and
okay.
so
Yeah.
it's like respectively they're like, oh yeah, we'll give you some and whatnot, right?
Uh-huh.
And like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if we're gonna have a viewer question or
Yeah.
a viewer
Oh, yeah.
question in general
To kind
is-
of expand the.
yeah, to expand the conversation. What would be your best suggested wine and why? Like, what
Oh, yeah, I
actually
wanna
does
know
it
why.
Taste
Yeah.
like what? Because for me, I always like the concept. Yeah, like Almond, would you join us if like once I'm better and my cousin comes back and he has like that hard, cool, really nice wine? Would you want to try it with us?
I guess I would.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
As you guys are viewers and potential, because this is gonna go up on YouTube, and the question is, for I guess this podcast is, what wine would you guys suggest us? Because like being fully serious, I've never tried a wine that I ever liked. Like I've seen people say it aged better. I had like a wine that was 20 years in age.
okay.
I had like
Yeah.
15 ones and they were in age, and these were specifically orange. Sorry, not orange. Purple ones, like the
Oh.
more darker ones.
Oh yeah.
Right, and I assume because those are like the darker grapes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, that would make potential sense. I haven't had really white wines. I've only had it once ever in my life. Right.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
my
me too.
question
Only
for you
once
guys,
for white
like,
wine.
Yeah. For what was your guys' experience with wine then?
I don't know, because my dad typically drinks it, but I don't usually go for it. So.
Okay, so me and my buddy Nico, this is during that book launch I told you.
Yeah.
I went out for beers before the book launch. I was basically drinking wine while I was already smashed from about maybe 55 ounces of beer.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's gonna be rough.
I didn't know that we'd be drinking that much. Like, I just was like, okay, we'll have like a couple of beers. And he's like, I'll cover the next round. I'm like, all right, sounds good, man. Thanks, man. And he's like, 2 40-ounce German beers. Like, because it was a craft market.
Whoa.
And 2 40 ounces of this German beer. And I had 40 ounces plus the few that I had before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was basically smashed, and he was smashed. And we were basically just like, crap, we're going to be late for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We get there and we drank, like, okay, first I tried sobering up a little bit because I'm like, if I'm not sober enough, I'm going to probably annoy everyone who's here. because it was actually a really big event. We had like local football stars like CFL Stampeders at this event, and she actually dates a former quarterback for the Stampeders, which is insane. But yeah, I didn't want to piss anyone off because I know they can all kick my ass. So I was just like quiet, trying to sober up. And then when I was sober enough, I was like, I'll have a glass of wine now. And it was like, just wine to me is like really, really nice. I like a little bit of bitter taste.
Oh, okay.
So to me,
Yeah.
wine's good. And then like before that, I think the last time I had wine before that was another cousin's wedding. And that's pretty much it for wine with me because it's a rarity that I get to have it.
Yeah, like I associate it with fine dining almost.
Yeah, it's
like
yeah, fine dining pretty much. It's like it's just it's a special occasion kind of drink to me.
Yeah.
Kind of like champagne. Well, pretty much like champagne. Champagne's just like sparkling wine.
right. Yeah.
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 Then I guess on the topic of bouginess,
Yes.
what is your most, I guess, expensive drink that you've ever had?
Most expensive drink.
It was coffee, not alcohol.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
What did you drink for coffee? Was it more than $6?
Yeah, it's like I had it in China, and it was that cat poop. It was
Oh
like
God, you did
Oh,
not.
I did.
You did.
I did.
I would never.
It's like skeef or something.
Yeah.
It's like
It's super
I'm
expensive,
like,
and I don't
it was
want
like
it.
$50 Canadian. I was like,
oh my god. Damn.
yeah. But alcohol, it's yeah.
Okay, because technically speaking,
But we're not on the topic of coffee, so.
When we get on the topic of coffee at some point.
yeah.
Let's see, the scope. Hennessy. Fuck, I'm trying to think what was the most expensive thing I had. I would say a bottle of champagne. I think we had
Fancy.
yeah, we did. We had some fancy champagne during a bachelor party, and it was super nice. It was like probably my favorite thing that I drank ever. So like I have expensive taste.
Oh,
I don't know like
exquisite.
yeah, exquisite. Like, okay, so my favorite bottle of vodka is Ciroc, and
Okay.
that is like 80 a lot.
Okay, so that pricing point is a little higher than something like Absolute or.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like isn't Absolute's like $30, 40?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, and Ciroc would cost around 50, 60.
Oh, wait.
Mine was on sale, so. What did I have? Damn it, I've drank a lot. Yeah, okay, so most expensive thing I've had would be champagne. What was the brand? It's a really high-end bottle.
Oh. Well, while you're thinking, I guess I'll tell my story.
Yeah, go ahead.
If that's cool with you. Okay. All right. Because my story was involving me going to a liquor store, and we're like me and the guy at the liquor store were talking because the guy was like wanting to know more because he was like, "Oh, why are you looking for specifically meads and stuff?" And like and then why would you jump to like whiskey? Because I was just like, I'm a
there
hard.
for this? I feel like I was there for this one.
No, I told the story specifically. That's why, because I was completely low and I know.
That's
this
why
thing.
it feels like we're there, but it's actually you just told us before.
I just told you guys
Yeah.
before this because what happened was that I was like venturing around and then I saw that it was like a liquor barn, or well, not a liquor barn, like a what is it called, like a more high-end liquor store.
Yeah.
Because they had like straight up like everything from being like rums and to like like stuff like mead. And I even asked the guy, I was like, "Oh, do you guys have meads?" And he's like, "Yeah, we have like the canned stuff, we have actual bottled stuff."
Yeah.
And this dude's like explaining to me like the whole process and whatnot, right? And then when I got down to whiskey and I was asking him for specifically Hibiki 3-barrel,
Ooh,
which
yeah,
if
Hibiki.
anybody
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
anything about this thing is like double distilled but mixed from like 3 other barrels.
Oh,
It's crazy whiskey type of stuff.
Right.
And if you ever had heard about this, I was asking about that, and the guy said, no, we don't have it at the moment, right? But he's like, okay, here's another good one. It's Nika 3-barrel, which is like another one that's mixed with 3 barrels, right? From like different freaking, what is it called, barrels. And this thing is like 55%. And it's actually pretty cheap. It's like $54 or something. Canadian. And I was like, holy crap, this is cheap. But he told me specifically, don't try drinking this as for a game, because this will destroy you as a person. 55%, and this is a whiskey. And he told me that it was so smooth, it was like drinking water.
That's like at least 10% more higher than like a.
No, I know. But I'm not even done the story, because like I was exploring this freaking store, right? Because it was super fucking crazy. I was like, holy, like I was mind blown. These guys were really good. And what surprised me.
Dom Perignon.
Dom Perignon, how much is a bottle?
Dom Perignon, it depends on the bottle.
Yeah, because it's depending on the bottle too, right? Because they could have like the exquisite labels and whatnot. Yeah, no. Then later on, I found out this dude, I think, breaks out. I don't think it's a black label, but it's like this other one. But like, what happened was that I looked at the bottle itself, and it was like 120 like Canadian.
Whoa.
And I was like,
Oh,
oh my lord. It was crazy. Like, that was crazy. And I got, like, a actual good sip of it, too. And I was like, damn, it's, like, super smoky. And it was, like, he was talking about some of the most smokiest whiskeys. And I got to try that. I was like, damn. This is, like, the most, like, ever for just pure drinks. Because aside from that, like, hell, man, like, a dessert drink from Starbucks would just destroy anything.
You can't handle your coffee somehow.
Yeah, no, I can't handle coffee. I have a story of that, but we'll save it for the day.
Way later.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking
Yeah,
about that story right
yeah.
now. I'm
Well-
pissed about that still.
Yeah. We'll talk about that, like, when we speak about coffee, I guess.
Yeah.
So Dom Perignon's about 133.
133.
Whoa.
Damn. Oh, USD. So that's...
That's more than our Canadian.
Yeah, that's
It's
like
like a ton.
170.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I actually have a slight weird question then for you then, Almond. Would you then be cool if you wanted to try either Nika 3-barrel with me, or Suntory
Ah, your face.
or-
Oh my gosh.
Hibiki? No, because the thing is though, you know how these are harsh, right? These
Yeah.
were harsh.
Yeah.
No, those it's Japanese whiskey, and they are smooth as water.
Oh, is it kind of like Is it kind of like drinking what's the Japanese look of that, like the one that's served hot?
Sake.
Sake.
Uh-oh,
Yeah. Is it
yeah.
like drinking sake?
Uh,
Sake is smooth.
I hear it's even smoother than sake, honestly.
All right,
That's what I've been told.
I'm down then.
Because I really am super curious. Because the thing is, though, Tracy one time.
Yeah.
Remember that bottle of, like, almost, like, 95 years of freaking... it was, like, like a...
I still have some. That one, right?
Yeah. And we drank it, and if people were saying that pretty much it's Suntory, right?
Suntory, yeah.
Yeah. And it was, like, a really old barrel or whatever. No, but that's the thing, though. We tried this Japanese whiskey, and it was literally, like, water. Like, I'm not even kidding.
But it did have a little bit of sweetness.
Like sake.
Yeah, no, because I would even argue that sake is harsher than this.
That's weird, because, okay, so if you drink sake properly hot, because you're supposed to drink it hot, it tastes like water, like just boiled water.
Yeah, no, I definitely know, but
Yeah, that's so true. Like, actually, there's no taste to it, I find
Yeah, there's
sometimes.
nothing.
Yeah.
yeah,
If it's, like, boiled properly, because if it's not, you get this horrible alcohol taste.
Yep.
But done properly, delicious nothingness.
yeah, but I'm not even kidding though. When me and Tracy tried the Suntory, my lord, it was smooth as water. Literally,
Yeah.
just smooth. Like
Yeah.
I could have took the bottle itself and drank myself under the table. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was that good, and I was mind blown by it. Because you know how you always say you saw like my Buffalo Trace and my Royal Pride over here,
Yeah.
and you say that these are harsh. Like, you will immediately understand why my opposite end is amazing, because it is so unharsh. It's like being comfort, but you're getting drunk. So it's like the you're getting buzzed and you don't even fucking know it.
That sounds lovely
Yeah. And
and
I'm like,
dangerous.
the day
yeah,
I get
dangerous.
back, man, we are going heavy. Well, actually,
Wow.
I'll give it a month. I'll
Already
give it a
talking
month,
about
okay?
that day.
It's about
Okay,
5 months away before you're allowed to drink again.
Yeah, I know. But that's the thing, though. I want to save up to actually
man can
get
dream,
that
though.
news. Yeah, a man can dream.
A man can dream. He's paying for all our beers when he comes back.
Oh god, no, hell no, man, no beer, hard liquor.
Okay,
man.
all our hard liquor.
Hell yeah.
We're telling all my cousins.
No. Oh god, yeah.
My buddy's covering all our drinks.
Oh jeez, but yeah. Oh, damn. All right. What were we actually supposed to answer originally, though? I think it was supposed to be what alcohols will screw us up, though. Oh, like
Everclear. Everclear will screw you up.
Oh.
It will screw
Never
you
tried.
up. Never tried?
Never tried.
I have. I had about okay, so my coworkers at the time, because I worked security, and we I was a bouncer, and we were doing this final night of this special event. Because it was a country bar. It was Nashville North. Only open during Stampede. So the final night, we get all the liquor together.
Because I've worked at
Did you work there?
I've worked at Corona Zone, but not Nashville North.
Oh no, don't do Nashville North. It's dangerous. So I was working for a security company. End of the night, last night, fireworks was done. Every guest was sent home. No one left in the park. We would have this massive, whatever's left of the liquor party, and we found one thing that we should never have done. We found a bottle of Everclear on the train, and my boss took it, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna light it on fire later. Yeah, I'm gonna light it on fire later." He never lit it on fire. He brought it back during the end of the week, end of the day party. Luckily, it was sealed. It was sealed,
Oh, okay.
so it's fine.
What? So it was totally new?
It was totally
What
new.
the heck?
Holy
And
shit.
okay,
Someone forgot it?
someone forgot it on the
gosh.
train.
Because I would worry if it was opened already, then I would.
If it was opened already,
Yeah.
yeah, we would have lit on fire right away.
Yeah.
But it was still like
Like
this-
closed
Sealed-
tab.
Closed
sealed,
tab.
yeah.
closed.
90% alcohol. Okay, so my boss and
Might as well drink ethanol.
yeah, basically. Okay, so like I disappeared for a few minutes before the proper alcohol showed up. We had Coke slung around, so we were drinking that, and I left for a minute, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna open up the Everclear." I'm like, "All right, just give me a minute." I come back, and I was like, "The bottle's empty, guys," and they're like, "Oh no, there's a little bit left," and they poured it into my Coke, just about yay much, like about the smallest amount, like not even a milliliter.
Okay, yeah.
And oh my god, I felt
Almost like you took one of those drops.
like an eyedropper
Yeah.
amount,
What the?
and I felt it.
Oh.
Oh my god, I freaking felt it.
Whoa.
Damn, like, cause you're already heavy on drinking and stuff, right?
I am. I
Yeah.
can handle my liquor, but
Scared.
I can feel this stuff, and it's like just this next level feeling that I had. Like, oh my god, I'm already got a buzz going.
Yeah.
And then like after I drink this, our big boss comes in and he says, "All right, alcohol, everyone." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And the first thing I do is open up a Limerita.
Oh, man, that must be rough then. Holy shit, because it's 90%. Like, you're usually supposed to, like,
Yeah.
what's it called? Like, add water, like pour it in a glass and then add a bit of water.
Well, it was mixed with my Coke. But
that was fucking
I
crazy.
guess that's not enough.
it's
yeah.
not enough.
Yeah.
It was about that, like,
Yeah.
no one can see this, but like that much,
Like, literally an eye
Yeah.
drop.
And how much-
of,
how
like,
much
eye
Coke,
drop,
though?
and about yay much Coke.
Okay.
Like, about a can.
Less than a can. It was like one of those thin cans.
Oh, like, okay, yeah, so
Oh,
the
okay.
thin
Oh,
can.
those.
Yeah, so that had me
Holy.
already buzzed.
Holy shit.
And then I'd like to apologize to all my coworkers because I ate all the freaking cupcakes afterwards. About 20 beers and that Everclear in.
Wait, and then how did your other two coworkers not die from the
I know.
Everclear?
I
They-
don't know. No, it wasn't the other two. It was good 5 to 7 of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but-
that's better. I was like, 2 people drank the whole bottle.
Like, still, like, five...
I don't know.
Like, 5 dudes, though, like, Everclear will kill you. It's 90%.
Dudes,
Yeah.
women, everyone that was around us
Holy shit.
at the
that's
Stampede thing.
Wow.
terrifying. Oh, I see.
This is about 5 years ago now.
Oh, my
Holy
god.
Good
crap.
memory.
Still,
time
that's
goes.
so crazy, though.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean, like, unless everybody just took like an eyedropper or something, fucking.
Okay, everyone
How
had
many
more-
eyedroppers would you need?
I'm pretty sure they all had more than me because I kid you not. I was there and I was at the bottom of the barrel of this stuff.
Oh my god.
Because
damn.
I'm like, how the hell do you guys finish this? And like, okay, so I was still young then. I was like, I just turned 19 back then. So I was still new to alcohol. So I was like just trying to figure it out. especially since like the last time I drank was I think 18. Before then,
18. Oh,
yeah, so I was 18 before I drank before then. So it was just like trying to figure out what Everclear was. I was like 90%. That's probably okay. That's probably fine. No, it's not.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's not even fucking normal.
I'd rather drink the Fairy. Drink the Fairy instead of Everclear.
Oh god. Like, because this kind of reminds me of weird fucked up stories of mine, where technically, when I was like 14, I like was like having beers pretty much. Well, like not
yeah.
beers, but like
There you go,
coolers,
this guy.
and they're like 5% or whatever. It was super freaking weird.
Yeah, wow. Early start.
Like no, because it's funny because like technically speaking, it was my family and my family friends, right? And the like parents allowed it because they were just like, here you go, here's coolers and shit. And we're just sitting there and drinking it, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
okay.
my parents were so strict growing up.
Oh yeah, no, I
I
get
think that's one of the issues is like when you're not around it growing up, you just like go harder and harder as
Yeah.
you get older, and
Right, yeah.
that's a problem. to
Later
me.
start.
Like later
Yeah.
start. Like when like I think this is a problem in the Indian community. There's like a lack of education on alcohol that they're not around it that much growing up. So like when they turn 18, they go hard and they get messed up and they don't know how to act around it.
Yeah.
That like they don't act. They just go. They just drink it like hard and fast as possible because they're like afraid that what if their parents are around the corner, like especially like with cabbies, as all your uncles are cabbies, and you're like trying to drink and then like the cab comes to pick you up. You're like, oh crap, what if that's an uncle? Who's gonna pick me up now? Who's gonna pick me up now? This can come back to my dad.
Oh.
That's what they're thinking, and like so they're drinking as fast as possible, and they're like just trying to be quiet in the cab.
Yeah.
It's just more education is needed for alcohol consumption.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree with that because there's actually a girl I know right now that actually drank way too much alcohol on an empty stomach too. Right?
Oh, God.
Like you're not ever supposed to drink alcohol on an empty stomach, guys. Like hands down, like don't do it. It'll fuck you up really bad. And this girl actually permanently, I think, injured her pancreas or whatever. Because there's so much like alcohol, like insulin and shit that needs to release, and she like permanently damaged it. So if she takes any alcohol, she could straight die. You know what I mean? Like
Oh man.
Dang.
that's like she was hospitalized for like a week from what I was told, and I was like, damn, girl, like I feel bad for her. And this is why I'm like, okay, educate yourself first, though,
Yep.
at least, guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Like have it around the kids when they're growing up so they know what's up.
Yeah, because like for me, what was weird is that I actually drank alcohol like 14 was like technical moment when I really like went like, hey, let me grab like my own on my own volition, not from my fucking aunt killing me as a kid
Yeah.
and probably damaging a couple brain cells. That would explain a lot of things. You know,
A lot of things,
Yeah.
all the things.
most likely everything. You know.
Okay.
But yeah, like that was probably my first time, and like I already saw 5%. And the funny part is, I think that even during that time, I was still under the influence of it, even though it was like 5%. Even though I like, cause I ended up like drinking 5 coolers that night.
Whoa.
I just was like going ham at it. It was like whatever, it's not a big deal. But I don't even know if I was hammered or not. Like there was barely any education. That's why. Because like it's like a family friend gathering, and all your Asian parents are just like sitting there, just like eating, and they're just, calling out their
Having a
stupid
good
kids.
time.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
calling like,
Picking you up.
yeah, they're like, oh, you're so dumb. What the hell? Why can't you be like fucking this guy? Or, like,
Oh,
whatever,
man.
you know.
Truth.
But yeah, I think then after that, it was literally when we hit 18 when I officially was like, hey, I better not drink again, after me being 14 and being stupid, right? So I was like, okay, 18 is when I had like 36 shots with my cousin and we're just chilling and whatnot. So, but the thing is, though, we played it safe because we actually had somebody to teach us. There was an older cousin that was also teaching us how to mix, how to drink these things properly and whatnot. So I was like, shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank God for the older cousins. They went to war for the younger cousins. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. Kinda, yeah. We still have to do a few battles.
Yeah, because I mean, even then, like, I'm pretty sure if my nephews or nieces went up to me, or like, my cousins or whatever that are younger, if they went up to me and was like, hey, like, like they want to drink and stuff, like, I would probably honestly, like, just teach them the ropes and whatnot. Because, like,
Yeah.
fuck, like, don't ever drink on
It's
empty
good to be
stomach.
informed. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the number one rule. Don't drink on an empty
Yeah.
stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell no. It's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you guys have any tips for people that are just starting then? Because, like, I know number one tip for me is fatty foods and bread.
Yeah. Carbs.
Pace yourself. Just don't go too hard. Your body's like, if you're just starting to drink, your body's not used to it. You could shock your system pretty easily. So just take it smooth, be easy, and don't down your drink. Just sip. You're here to chill. You're not here to get fucked. You're here to relax.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what about party games then? Or
Oh.
unless you had something, though, Tracy, unless you had
All
something.
party games.
Wow. I think, yeah, it's easy to get like carried away when you're playing and you're having so much fun.
Okay.
I would just say like, don't have it all so available, or else it'll be tempting to
Oh,
have
yeah.
too much. Yeah, just maybe start with like one bottle or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
fuck. I forgot.
Like
I had...
500 milliliter.
Yeah, like don't have too much variety or people will go crazy.
Oh, I fucked up actually on that too, actually, to a degree. Okay, I actually have a story, because it was right after
this is good.
graduation too. Okay, so
Oh.
this is graduation of, like, high school, and I literally, like, you weren't there, Almond.
No,
Tracy
I
wasn't there because
Yeah,
you went to eat, I
Yeah.
believe, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, because me and the technical outcast guys, right? We were
Right.
like,
I
'cause
wasn't an outcast
this is
back
not
then.
even the Asian guys. I went with
Oh,
like the
oh.
outcast white dudes,
Oh.
right? That were like, I'm not even no, because the
Oh, I
thing is,
miss
they were
high
like,
school.
they were like their own crew, you know what I mean? And they're like, you know, like fucking chilling, and they were literally at one point like getting so rowdy to a point where they're like, let's talk about fucking robbing something, or something. You know, like they're doing the kind of like fuckboyish white stuff.
Also, you forgot,
So-
I graduated a year before him, so...
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
he's a year older than me and Tracy.
Yeah.
So what's funny about this is that you wouldn't think that I would have fit in these guys' crowd, right? But like I was chill, and I was like the guy. I was just like, you know, chilling with these dudes. And what was funny was that about games and whatnot, we ended up loading up Soul Calibur 4,
Whoa,
right?
I love that.
And we challenged whoever,
Yes.
so it'd be like, okay, I'm sober and whatnot, right? And then we would challenge each other. Upon beating the other opponent, they have to fucking drink 3 shots. So I went on a rampage just beating people, and nobody could beat me pretty much at this point in time.
Dude,
I had
I
like,
need a drink. Someone win already.
they forced me down like 3 shots because they're like, this
Whoa.
motherfucker has not even popped anything yet,
You're
right?
Asian, you're good at video games.
Yeah, it was super funny because I was like whooping most of them, and then I pretty much gave a win to one of the guys. So I was like, you know what, let's have fun, right? And I was like drinking with these dudes, but I ended up like fucking up one of the dudes badly because he ended up with like, I think he had like 16 shots in like an hour.
Oh, God.
And like, because he kept on challenging me too, because he was like, oh, fuck, I want to beat him. And then after he was like, I'm done. I'm done. I need to relax. And then I watched as one of the other guys that wasn't playing, but he was just sipping like on a bottle of Jaeger in the corner. Just
yeah,
straight
Jaeger.
Jaeger. He's
Oh,
like,
I freaking
he's like,
love Jaeger.
I shit
Okay,
you
yeah.
not. He's like looking at his phone
Didn't
and he
think of
just
it.
lips on a fucking bottle, just sipping on that shit. And I'm like, damn, man. Like he's down half of a ball in like the first
Was it ice
hour of
cold?
it.
Because I can't drink Jaeger unless it's ice cold.
No, this
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
You know what his
Oh, it
excuse
tastes
of
like
why?
Chinese medicine. Huh?
No, no,
Right? Oh.
I'm not even kidding though. His excuse was of why he didn't sip it cold or like ice cold
Yeah.
was because he was like, I'm German.
Oh,
I was
you're
like,
kidding me. That's
oh,
not a good
God.
excuse.
yeah, and I'm watching this motherfucker be on his phone in the corner, pretty much just sipping on it, that shit, not even care about anybody. He's just in the room, just fucking sitting there with the ball of Jaeger and just literally like lips on the fucking head and just constantly sipping this for like
So that
an
head-
hour. It's like an hour passes by and this half of this ball is gone. I'm like, shit, dude. And nobody has touched any of the other alcohols pretty much like yet because this other dude has been just pretty much constantly drinking because I nearly killed the guy by freaking forcing him to drink so many times. It's like shit. I was like, I might have killed somebody to that night. I was like, damn.
Oh, man. I'm out of alcohol.
Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah, Jaeger is good stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, so, okay, for the longest time, my cousin, all he would drink is Jaeger because that's what Tiesto drank. And he's like,
OTS.
yeah, no, he loved Tiesto. So, like, naturally, he's like, let's have Jaeger. I'm like, all right, we'll have Jaeger. And, like, at some point, I was like, let's not have Jaeger. I want spiced rum.
No, yeah. Oh. Do you guys have any other stories or anything?
Not really. I think we should be at final conclusions now. It's
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
I don't even know how long this podcast went for.
It went for
Almond's getting
1
drunk.
hour
No, I'm
and
actually not.
29 minutes.
1 hour is 29 minutes, so
Oh,
I
wow.
guess 1:30 is how long we're. An hour and 30
Oh,
minutes
wow.
is how we're gonna do it.
Okay, alright, sweet. Do you have any
Oh, good.
closing answers, questions, or anything?
Don't drink and drive, and pace yourself. Enjoy. That's what alcohol's for. Enjoyment, not like being a freaking demon-killing person. Even
Yeah.
though I just said I do.
For me specifically, when you need to fill yourself with food,
Just
honestly, bacon or some fatty meats.
Yeah.
The reasoning why I state
Unless
this,
you can't have bacon.
yeah, unless you can't have bacon, then seriously go for bread.
yeah.
I'm telling you right now, bread
Yeah.
will save you.
I can't have
'Cause
bacon.
in general, bread though will
Bread,
will
yeah.
absorb the actual
yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Right. That's my honest opinion. Just if you need to basically be careful and you're like you want to have a fun time but not fuck yourself up, get bread and
Yeah.
just at least have some bread. Seriously, it's
Yeah.
probably accessible really easily too. Tracy, what's your tip?
Yeah, just not go too crazy. Like Amin said, pace yourself and learn what works for you and what you can handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. I guess we're signing off. This is Amin
Yep.
and Sean and Tracy.
Okay.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
sweet. And this is where we end the podcast.